Rishi Sunak's super-rich wife uses taxpayer cash to furlough staff at gym business. Akshata Murthy, who has a fortune larger than the Queen, is director and shareholder of a business which appears on a newly released list of nearly 750,000 firms which received furlough cash in December. Chancellor Rishi Sunak's super-rich wife is still claiming taxpayers' cash to pay furloughed staff at her gym business, official documents reveal. Akshata Murthy is a director and shareholder of boutique gym business Digme, which has been forced to close its 8 studios in London and Oxford during the pandemic. Mrs. Murthy is the daughter of one of India's biggest businessmen, and her shares in his tech firm Infosys are worth £430 million, making her one of Britain's richest women, with a fortune larger than the Queen's. She has a 4.5% stake in Digme Fitness Limited, which appears on a newly released list of nearly 750,000 businesses which received furlough cash in December. Digme has relaunched itself during the pandemic as an online business with live-streamed workouts and exercise bike hire. It had expanded from 36 to 56 staff between 2018 and 2019, according to the most recent accounts. It has been reported that another of Mrs. Murthy's firms, luxury outfitters New and Lingwood, which supplies Eton, furloughed staff earlier in the pandemic, but the name does not appear on the latest list, which only covers furlough payments in December. The Chancellor is under pressure to extend the coronavirus job retention scheme beyond its planned end in April. He has also faced criticism for failing to declare his wife's family wealth in his ministerial register. But a Treasury spokesman said, the Prime Minister's independent advisor on ministerial interests has confirmed he is completely satisfied with the Chancellor's propriety of arrangements and that he has followed the ministerial code to the letter in his declaration of interests. The government has been criticized for a lack of transparency since launching the furlough scheme at the start of the pandemic. Home Revenue and Customs has finally published a list of employers who have claimed furlough cash in December, but not those which claimed in the previous 8 months. It has not revealed how many employees were claimed for or how much cash was received, and has also allowed firms to apply to be left off the list. Former Treasury Minister Lord Miners said, getting information from the government of those who have benefited from taxpayer support is like drawing teeth. There is a clear reluctance in government to enlighten the public. The coronavirus job retention scheme, better known as furlough, has cost the taxpayer more than £46 billion. In October, the National Audit Office warned that more than £3 billion could have been lost to fraud, and the HMRC has revealed that it has received more than 21,000 complaints to its specially set up furlough fraud hotline. Another business on the list is the fashion firm run by former Prime Minister David Cameron's wife. Samantha Cameron runs her fashion label Sefin through Samantha Cameron Studio Limited, incorporated at Companies House in October 2016. She has secured £3.2 million from investors at her firm and had more than £1 million cash in the bank, according to the latest accounts. The company had 16 employees in 2019, up from 10 the previous year. Despite ongoing losses, Mrs. Cameron's company ended its 2019 financial year £1,651,879 in the black, thanks to share capital injected into the business by investors in previous years. She last raised share capital in 2018, securing £2.5 million from investors, but retains a 57% stake in her company. Other shareholders include her mother Annabel Astor and her husband's old friend and political ally Lord Feldman. Last month, Mrs. Cameron complained of teething issues in trading with the EU after Brexit. If you're bringing goods into the country from outside the UK and then trying to sell them back into Europe, that currently is challenging and difficult. Jessie Norman, Financial Secretary to the Treasury, revealed earlier this week that 55 employers who have claimed furlough payments have asked for their names to be removed from the published list. He added, employers can ask for their details to be withheld if they can show that publication would lead to the threat of violence or intimidation toward the employer or other specified associated persons. 17 of these applications were accepted and will not be published. 2 applications were rejected and 36 were pending. These employers were removed from the list before publication pending resolution of their applications. To date, no employer that has applied to have their details removed from the list has subsequently chosen to pay back their claim.